This is the small town of Menden in the western German state of North Rhine-Westphalia. The majority of voters here support the Christian Democrats. And to help keep it that way, Wolfgang Bosbach is on the campaign trail. State elections are being held next month. Bosbach speaks about domestic security, saying Germany is a safer place with the CDU in power. And to maintain that security, he doesn't want any suspected terrorists from Guantanamo coming to Germany.
Guantanamo is a U.S. facility. We never used it. There isn't a single detainee there with any connection to Germany. They should all either return to their home countries or be brought to the U.S.
Since 2002, Washington has held suspected terrorists at the U.S. base in Cuba without ever trying them before a civilian court. Many think the camp undermines Washington's moral authority. That's why President Obama has vowed to shut it down as soon as possible, but the U.S. isn't prepared to take the remaining detainees.
Countries need to take these people in, and Germany is one of the last to decide on this. 10 European countries have already accepted Guantanamo detainees.
More than a year ago, Britain took in Benyam Mohammed, an Ethiopian national. However, he'd already spent a few years living in Britain before he was detained. His case is reminiscent of Murat Kurnaz from Germany. The son of Turkish immigrants, Kurnaz spent several years at Guantanamo, though he was guilty of no crime. The problem was exacerbated by the German government's refusal to take him back. Germany's hesitation today also comes down to a fear of importing terrorists.
Over 500 prisoners have been released from Guantanamo in recent years. Those who remain have been left on purpose. The U.S. will have good reason for not releasing them earlier.
It's not just the hardliners in the CDU who oppose taking in detainees. Many other party members have also expressed concern. Armin Laschet is the Minister for Integration in North Rhine-Westphalia. He's helped persuade the party to take a more open approach to immigrants and refugees. He's concerned that the Guantanamo debate will now undo progress that's been made.
We mustn't overdo it. If people once again start to associate refugees with the potential security threat, it could discredit a lot of what we've begun. So my stance is there's no reason why detainees from Guantanamo have to come to Germany in particular.
Chancellor Angela Merkel is keen to do Barack Obama a favor, but is being opposed by her own party. The matter is out of her hands. It's the individual states which decide whether they will take in a detainee or not. Unusually, opposition groups have been more forthcoming.
If you recognize, and this is controversial, that human rights have been violated and the camp has been a legal vacuum, and everyone wants it closed, then there's no question about whether we should help to get it closed by taking people in.
But in the end, it's the decision of the individual states and not the federal government. The feeling is that most CDU voters consider the detainees a potential threat to their security. And with Germany's largest state currently in the midst of an election campaign, the local CDU party has decided to share the sentiment of its voters, and not the government in Berlin.